There is some very prominent art popping up street side in the Rosemary District in Sarasota. Our next guest is the artist who's been creating all of these murals, and he's here today to talk about his craft and his inspirations. Please welcome Richie Brasil. Richie, we're so happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Is it quite different to paint with a spray can rather than a brush?
Yeah, with a brush, you know, you make different types of shapes. With the spray can, it's more direct, you know. I mean, you can still get the similar details if you want, but I mean, can is quite different.
Do you have control? Like, how do you control when it comes out and goes like this?
Your hand it's got muscles in it, and after a while, you know, they get stronger and stronger. So you learn how to like squeeze the nozzle with different pressures and things like that.
The way you touch the nozzle defines the actual shape?
Right, yeah, you hold down harder, it's going to spray harder. You hold down lighter, it's going to spray thinner.
How did you learn to do this? Because
spray can
painting a building, you know, you've got to have a lot of buildings.
Yeah. Growing up in the city, I grew up in Brockton, Massachusetts, but you know, we traveled to different cities and stuff, and there was a lot of train yards and stuff like that, and we would just hop around and paint. You know?
Wow. Was that legal?
No.
Just checking.
You were a pretty daring kid then, weren't you?
Back then, yeah, back then.
I mean, but it's interesting because you always think graffiti and you see them in some real awkward places. And I wonder how the person got up there to make whatever it is.
Yeah, we climb. We climbed, we hopped fences, we did everything you think we did to get where we needed
Really?
to get. Yeah.
But there's good graffiti and bad graffiti. And you were a real artist.
I wouldn't categorize it as good or bad.
Oh, wow, this
Really?
is amazing. What is this? Is like...
That's someone's bathroom. That's here in Sarasota. I was commissioned to do that, yeah.
So we probably won't get to see that one.
No. And that's right next to the big black bathtub.
Oh,
there.
my.
Yeah. And that's part of Michelangelo's David, I want to say.
That's beautiful.
And this one here, this is in Ybor City. Was for an art show I did.
That is awesome.
On the side of a building.
Yeah.
So who knew that, you know, as a kid, that graffiti that you were doing that was illegal would have developed into this?
I was told by the only art teacher I ever had my senior year to not glorify this art, that it wouldn't take me anywhere. And it's funny, I was thinking about that on the car ride here this morning, like here I am today.
Wow.
So you get paid for this?
Yeah,
now.
this is my job, full-time job.
You can make a lot of money at this, which is really good in art.
I'm hoping so.
If you'd stuck with that brush, you might have been in trouble.
Tell us about what you're doing in the Rosemary District, because there's meaning behind the murals that you have put out there.
So in the Rosemary District, I was commissioned by Mitch Rakusin and Louis Bloom to do this mural. And the Rosemary has a lot of history with it being called Overtown and Black Bottom.
Right.
And what we wanted to do is I guess, give thanks and embrace the indigenous and black culture there. So we're doing two murals. We're doing one on the indigenous culture, the Osita tribe, and then we're doing one on the black culture that grew up and first developed that area.
Wow. So when people see those now, they can understand and appreciate the history.
Yeah, and being told through my language with graffiti. I also have an affinity for figure drawing, so I like to throw in a lot of that stuff as well.
That's very neat. And then you were actually working outside our studio this morning. Let's talk about the fact that you made this painting. How long did this take you?
Less than 10 minutes.
Unbelievable.
Less than 10 minutes. Look at the shading.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
And I'm just still impressed that you did this with a spray can.
Yeah, I'll spray.
So how do you practice?
Do you still practice on buildings?
And bridges and...
Yeah, you just get out there. I mean, there are places where you can find legal walls and things like that, and you know, get some cans. I get mine at Keaton's office in Art Supply in Bradenton. But get some cans, practice, and just keep going. That's what I did.
Okay, I heard you tell Bobeth earlier that once you hung by your feet to do a mural.
I didn't want to. Yeah.
I was trying to keep that off camera. Like
How do you get to the middle of the building if the roof is way up there?
You climb. You find a way. You find a way to get to that spot.
60-foot ladders
there's
going
ledges,
around.
There's ledges, there's
Are you
cars.
Spider-Man? Can you like stick?
No, I mean, but like there's ways to get around everything, you know?
I mean, when you do legal ones, you get a lift.
If someone can build it, I can climb it. You know,
really?
like there's a way.
You are Spider-Man.
Now he is legally.
I mean, I was. I don't do that anymore. Like, yeah, it's all ladders and lifts now.
So not only was he getting practice with his art, he was getting practice climbing.
That's right.
The bolder spots get you the better recognition, I found, you know?
But you got to be really good when you get it up there.
Yeah.
Or you'll get in trouble.
Art is beautiful.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
What happens when you mess up?
Thank you so much. You can find out. I want you to
room
go
for
to his website and see some of his other stuff, or his Facebook page, facebook.com/Richie Brasil, and see some of the other things he's created. You are amazing,
Thank you.
Hanging upside down with a spray can. That's It's wonderful. And coming up next, we've got an artist who sings and jumps rope. I don't know if it's at the same time.
If it is, that's talent too.